Hey, you two. I am doing something different. So every week I do Zodiac videos in which I record videos and then upload them, and then I go live on Twitch. So I thought, why not just go live on YouTube? So this is going to be the first run of Zodiac videos going live, and Aries is first. So let's see what we got in the cards. Oh boy, Aries, you've been having some good readings lately and getting bonus videos, but I don't know if this is looking any good for you right now. It seems like you might be needing to make a choice between two maybe not so good things. The Emperor is present, so it's good to see you coming up in your own reading. But the first thing I saw was the Nine of Swords, so we're not loving the Nine of Swords here. That's good. Wow, lots of cards and a very wide spread. It seems good. All right, let's see what we got for Aries. Princess of Swords. Again, I'm feeling there's a need to make a decision. This closely ties with Gemini energy, which is the Lovers, and that is the decision card. But I always think of the Swords family as trimming the fat and making the necessary cuts that you need to make. The Princess of Swords can indicate some petty energy as well, so it might be kind of not so pretty conflict. The reason I thought a choice is because we have the Eon and we have cruelty opposing each side of a pile with the Emperor in the middle. And of course, Emperor is Aries energy. So on one hand, we have the torture of the self, cruelty to the self-inflicted wound. And on the other hand, we have judgment. So criticism and harsh feedback. And it's almost like, that's why I think it's sort of like a damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of situation. Because on one hand, you'll be torturing yourself with the decision that you make. And on the other hand, people are going to judge you anyway. And so you don't know what to do. You have the Emperor at the top of the deck, which once again, we like to see Aries in their sign, seated in their power. We have the Four of Discs to reiterate that power. This is a very empowered card. It's like having the four things that you need in this world, you know. Whether it's love, family, money, and a home, or money, drugs, bitches, and liquor. Doesn't matter. We got the Knight of Wands, so big Aries energy here once more. Chasing your passions, following your dreams, going towards what you love and what you feel. However, that might cause a little chaos. Ten of Swords. Ruin. Things falling apart around you. And you may have had your hand in this, or you might be dealing with an air sign. Could be an air sign female. Something you've done here seems to have had maybe some repercussions. We have the Five of Swords defeat. So maybe this altercation has worked itself out, and this things falling apart is something that happened in the past, but it has not been quite the same. And I sense that you've been working a lot to compensate. Things are starting to come to a balance, but at what cost? It's like everything had to fall apart before you could find your balance again. And now you have to make this same decision. Are you going to go through that process all over again? Or are you going to do something different? Because no matter which way you go, something not so great might come of it. We have a face down card here and another face down card here with the Prince of Cups on top. So this could be a decision about a pregnancy or a child. And I'm sensing this is like without the child and this is with the child. Or this could indicate a perspective. I'm definitely sensing that someone has a decision to make surrounding a child, though, because at the same time, perspective doesn't seem to be that difficult of a decision. If you need to change your perspective, then you change your perspective. It shouldn't be that hard, Aries. And if it is that hard, then you're too stubborn. So without, you already know what life is like without it. You already know what life is like without it, whether it's without the child, whether it's without a pregnancy, without even a shift in the mindset. You know what life is like without that positive attitude or that extra person. But you've come to terms with what it would be like as though it were. So you seem to be in a good place when making the decision. You're just worried about the actual results that come from it. We have the Magus here, which is big fake it till you make it energy. And not only is this fake it till you make it, but we have the Hangman to go with it. And so if we're seeing these two together, it seems like you really have to stand on business with this one. You have to be 10 toes down and planted, rooted, seated in the decision that you're making. You have to know that this is what you want, even if you aren't sure right now. You have to tell yourself it is and dedicate yourself to this cause or concern as though it already were. We have the Prince of Wands, big fuckboy energy, if we're being honest here, but it can also indicate a need for some emotional growth, which fuckboys usually do. Let's be real. It's a little bit of a regression in the energy that we've been seeing Aries presenting throughout the reading, when we got the Emperor up top and we got the Knight of Wands to follow it up. And now we've got this Prince, and that's not looking like upward motion, is it? Not so much. But we do have the Three of Cups, which is abundance. So things still in motion, still flowing towards you, still working with you. However, be mindful. If you have it all now and you're worried about the outcome of a decision that you have to make, and you are comfortable where you're at, then you have to know that this can become interrupted. This flow that you have, this, even if it's monetary or if it is just in your mind, you may be finally at a place where you're thinking in a way that you want to be thinking, rather than a sense of impending doom or too much existentialism. But just know that something may come along to disrupt that flow, and you need to be able to handle those things. We have the universe, so things working out for you, Aries. That's a good sign. We've got the Two of Discs, some change ahead. Not to say that things aren't going to continue to work out for you. The universe is great on its own, and change is always welcome, especially in an ever-changing universe, don't you think? We have the Knight of Swords, which calls back to that Queen of Swords energy that we had, whether you're dealing with an air sign or just having to really put in the work and make some cutthroat decisions. They will be the right ones. You need to learn to trust yourself a little bit more, and you need to know what it is that you're thinking, what's on your mind, so that you can accurately assess each situation as it comes. We have the Lovers here, as I mentioned earlier. This is the Gemini card, heavy on the air energy, this reading. So you might be dealing with a Gemini, or it's a decision that you need to make. It could also indicate a relationship or just like actual lovers. We have the Princess of Cups, which would be a callback to the Prince of Cups, which again could be about perspective. It could be about a child. And we do have the Queen of Cups with the Princess of Cups, which can indicate a mother-daughter relationship here. But it also would show a lot of progress, compassion, and nurturing. So pretty good read. It seemed like it was going to be off to a bad start, but ended up being pretty good. So I am going to head out of here and start a video for Taurus. Thanks for tuning in. You can catch me again in literal moments. I'll be back with the Taurus reading. So thanks so much. Love you.